You ever stop and then realize you can't? Like you stop, but you don't. And then through your mind races everything that's yet to be done, every loose end that's still loose, and every phone call that's been put off for another day, every relationship that's not quite right. And life can sometimes get so overwhelming like that, that we miss the very stuff of life. That's why I like trees. When I was a kid, trees were one of my favourite things. I mean, trees were where I hung out with my brothers, they're where I got a good view of everything, and it's kind of where I went when everything on the ground wasn't, just wasn't good. The great thing about trees, though, is that they just do what they were created to do. I mean, they draw water and nutrients up from the soil, they harness the energy of the sun, and then they produce fruit. Like, they don't sit there striving and straining for fruit to appear. It just happens as a natural result of doing what they were created for. I think our lives should look a little bit more like that. The simple life of being in communion with God and reading the Bible and praying, of encouraging one another and of telling our friends about it, and then fruit. In fact, for us, it's easier than being a tree. Jesus talked of us as being branches, and He's the vine, and as we stay connected to the vine, we bear much fruit. As a branch, all we have to do is pass on the nutrients that are passed to us, and in the process absorb enough for us to grow ourselves, and simple. Sure, there'll be times of pruning, but that's only so we can bear more fruit. The key is staying connected. Oh yeah, and sometimes it won't feel so much like pruning as it does like poo. Yep, poo. The funny thing about trees is when you put manure around it, it acts like a fertilizer and it helps it to grow. The Bible says the same is true about our lives. When we go through the hard times, they can just help us to grow. So whatever is going on, just stay connected. Abide in Him and you'll be fine. You'll also bear a stack load of fruit. And fruit is good.